toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Longhorns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on him. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Let's talk for a second about NC State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gives it on the option.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you want to think about laying that baby out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Burrow. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the left. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So Texas offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for room. It's Simon. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Dragged down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They just keep firing. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give out of the gun. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Back to throw, it's Burrow. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Moving away from pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's by. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
3rd and goal for the offense. Marches ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City.
And the returner will be brought down. RPO complete to open the drive. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls it and fires to the left.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Burrow. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Works the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. The give to the tailback. Across the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying out, flanked him on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Burrow. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment for...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! A great catch and run for 6.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Working that left side now. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. That pass interference call will give us 1 more untimed down in the half. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Texas offense. He'll start this drive firing. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. He uncorks one deep. He caught it. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. First down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the misfire, now on 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, NC State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The give to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Burrow. Pulls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Surging forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The give on the inside. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand.
Going for the big play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Fires to the big fella. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
In the passing game, paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation, so let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Setting up for the extra point and the time. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 18 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Burrow. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Boards up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Under fire. Puts it out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Leaves it with the running back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Culliver. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. To the air, it's Burrow. It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a grab right down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Hands it off on the counter. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Making side adjustments here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the air on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here on the fourth. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. DKR heating up and trying to make third down in Looking for a man. It's Burrow. Quick strike complete. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play. Pressure coming. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw, it's Burrow. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Culliver. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Lost to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll go to the air on third and short. On target over the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Going to swing it on second down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fakes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense needs to score twice, and they need to do it quickly. They'll go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. He's loose at the 15. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Burrow. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.